Upon Toastmaster Mudassir, Ismail.
You are on air in 3.
Hello and welcome to Youg's weekly show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Mudassir Ismail, and since Halloween is just around the corner, the line between this world and the spiritual are getting blurred. I thought it would be appropriate to have a horror edition of our Youg's weekly show. Our guest tonight is someone who is finally coming out of the closet. Not what you're thinking though. He is finally coming out of the dark and is about to show himself to the world for the very first time. Our guest is 500 years old, but yet is every teenage girl's dream. Thanks to Twilight. Please welcome with a huge round of applause the master of the night with the complexion of the night itself. Toastmaster, who is a vampire Dracula, Khurram Salman.
Thank you for that delicious introduction. It is very nice to be here.
You're most welcome to our show, Mr. Dracula. But let me assure you one thing. The introduction might have been delicious, but my blood isn't.
It is not?
No, it is not.
Sad.
Excuse me, Mr. Vampire Dracula, you have something over here.
Over here?
Yes.
Excuse me. I just had dinner.
Okay. Moving on. I have a lot of questions today for you. And I'm certain that our audience here of young adults would like to have some answers. So, shall we begin?
By all means, I would love to answer all this young blood's questions.
So, tell us, when and where did it all start?
Well, Mr. Mudassir, I have been a vampire for almost 500 years now.
500 years.
I still remember that fateful night. I was roaming around the streets, and there she was, a beautiful, incorrigible woman. And I tell you, even back then, all men were the same. She was beautiful, with exquisite beauty, and a goddess of the night. She smiled at me, that devilish dark smile of hers, and called me closer. So I went closer. She called me more closer. So I went more closer. She opened her mouth, and instead of happening what I thought would happen, these fangs showed up, and right there she was up on my neck, sucking the blood and life out of me. That was the day I got this curse of immortality.
That is so sad to hear. But since you mentioned immortality, tell me this. Your teeth are pretty good for someone who's 500 years old. They look fantastic. But what about your fangs? Where are they? And how do you usually take care of your teeth?
Mr. Mudassir, just because I'm a vampire and these movies tell you that I have fangs, you think I have fangs? No. And just because I'm a vampire, you think I use something special for my teeth? No. I use Colgate, just like everybody else here.
That was a bit unexpected. So tell us this. Instead of talking about your teeth, let us move on to something better, okay? So tell us about your lifestyle. Like, how do you usually live? do you have any pets? What do you usually do?
Well, about my lifestyle, it's a secret. About how do I live? No comments. I will, however, tell you about my pet though. I have a small pet duck. You want to know what I call it?
Yes, certainly.
Quackula. In fact, I brought a picture of him with me today. Would you like to see?
Parkula of Mr. Liverpool.
There you go. Beautiful, isn't it?
It sure is.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. So, in between, you mentioned something like your life being a secret. Well, to us human beings, it is not. Thanks to the negative image of yours portrayed by people like Edward of Twilight. What do you have to say about that?
Well, Mr. Mudassir, some things I can assure you. I don't sparkle in sunlight. And I don't stalk 17-year-old girls while they're sleeping. That thing is crazy. The media portrays us to be something that we are not. Where do I look like a monster from?
Everywhere.
I mean, I help old ladies cross the road at night.
Sweet.
Then I drink their blood. But that's not the point.
Come on.
The point is, the media portrays us to be something we are not. We are just immortals trying to live among you mortals.
So, tell us something else. You told us about your pet. You told us about various lifestyle events of yours. So, do you have anything to say to our media who always portrays you as someone completely negative, someone who is a monster? What do you have to say about that?
Well, like I said, I don't sparkle, and we are not the bad boys. Let us live. Let us live in peace.
Since our time is actually running out, as told by my director, before we finish our show, let me ask you one quick question. What was the hardest time in your entire life of 500 years?
That would be the time I was in Bahrain. I arrived in Bahrain in the early 1900s, and I went to this place called Khurram, which is supposedly the largest cliff in Bahrain. And all I had to eat at the time was rats. And I tell you, those rats did not have blood in their veins, they had oil.
Oil?
And I tell you, it was not delicious. However, your blood seems delicious. And I am getting hungry.
Cut! Cut!
Back to you.